Hello, everybody. Hope that your Friday uh, is coming to a close in a nice way, a nice, easy way, and will take us into what we hope will be a really refreshing, really calming, really Jewish-filled and family-oriented Shabbat. This week we read a double portion of Behar Bechukotai. Since it's a double portion, it also ends the book of Leviticus for us. So these are the last two portions of Leviticus actually connected into one week. And so Behar Bechukotai ends our book of Leviticus for us on this very challenging Shabbat week for us. Another very difficult situation for the Jewish people, where a senseless act of murder occurred in Washington, D.C., that we, of course, by this point know. It is with heavy hearts we try and lift up the memories of Sarah Milgram and Yaron Lischinski on this Erev Shabbat, thinking about them, their families, and anyone connected to them, and of course, the greater Jewish people. What the Torah portion teaches us, the Torah portions, if you will, teach us are twofold. In the first Torah portion of the two connected this week, Behar, it really connects up. Behar, the word har, a mountain, and Behar means like within the mountain, or on top of the mountain, obviously referring to Sinai, and it creates for us this connectivity about the land. Actually, it talks about how you're supposed to give your land a rest every 7 years and then multiply that seven times, getting to the 49 years. And then you're supposed to have a Jubilee year and celebrate the land and allowing the land to rest, so that when the land rests, it becomes fertile again, and then we can plant on it and grow things on it. And that's what the first of the two Torah portions talks about. The second, the Bechukotai, which kind of means my statutes, or my laws, and it really connects to um, touching base again on the commandments, on 10 Commandments, actually reveals the laws in which we might experience exile. And then it has sort of a last bit about tithing, about how we give to our community. And so it's an interesting double portion that fits for us as we reflect on our time in Leviticus, sort of high on the mountain, if you will, and then how we engage in the statutes that God presents for us as we enter this end of the book and this challenging time. How are we going to engage in this moment? How are we going to count time, as the portion says, in a very difficult time? How do we elevate this moment? And that's what we're going to all have to do as a community, because these heinous moments are not allowed. We can't allow this to happen. We can't allow the rise of anti-Semitism, the rise of anti-Israel sentiment. These are not okay. And we have to remember that the way to attempt to find strength in these moments is to be together, for us to count our time, for us to reflect on how we can be part of the community in the same way that these two Torah portions talk about. Lastly, we are ending a book of Torah. We are ending the book of Leviticus. And so when we move into the end of the book of Leviticus, or any book of the Torah, we always raise up and end with the word chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Let's be strong, and let us be strengthened. And so we would say this anytime we end the book, but perhaps even more so in this very troubling time, we have to be strong. We have to be strong, and we have to find ways to be strengthened, not just for ourselves, but in our entirety of the community. And so on this Shabbat, I invite all of us to find that strength in this very difficult week. Take that strength, and then it says chazak, chazak. So it's almost saying two times, find ways to find the strength. And then once we do that, we will also move forward and nitchazek. We will then bring forth even more strength within us. And so on this Shabbat, I hope that we'll find that strength. I hope that we will raise up the memories of um, the two people who were senselessly murdered on the street, essentially, Sarah and Yaron, and may we all find that strength within us. Services are not that far away. They are at 6:30, and then tomorrow morning is our service and Torah discussion about Behar a little deeper and Bechukotai. Let's put as much peace as we can into our Shabbat, and we'll see you soon.